The International Chamber of Commerce was founded in Paris almost 100 years ago with the specific mission to promote trade and prosperity and thereby to achieve peace. The ITTI, the International Trade and Tech Initiative, goes a long way in fulfilling that mission and mandate, which is at the very core of the International Chamber of Commerce. The ITT presentations that we've heard today, spearheaded by Daniel Pfeffer, the chairman of ICC Brazil, with the accompaniment of Professor Marcos Troyo from Colombia, have been a definitive statement with regards to where we are in the 21st century and the help that technology can give to trade negotiations, and ultimately to achieve that prosperity which we very much believe in. Particularly in today's world, and for the last several decades, technology has played a very important part in trade development. It's been, in fact, the spur to 20th century, late 20th century development. Certainly with computers, the internet, and the advancement of that type of technology, we've come a long way from where we were previously. But now we're in the 21st century, and we have to deal with artificial intelligence, with robots, and the way of going forward with that type of technology, which is, there again, a quantum leap forward from where we were previously. So we now have to deal with computer intelligence, which should be a definitive and strong support to trade. There's no question that there is a digital divide, that there is a difference in the form of trade, the quantity of trade, and even the quality of trade between developed and lesser developed countries. This gap needs to be bridged. We need to do all that we possibly can through the dissemination of technology, but also through tools which we have at our facilities, such as the WTO Bali 2013 trade facilitation and the trade facilitation agreement that was done in Bali in 2013 by the World Trade Organization. This goes a long way in terms of streamlining border and customs access and facilitation. We've heard today from various speakers how augmented intelligence, artificial intelligence, blockchain, is a definite improvement on the existing systems. There's no question that it makes things more transparent, it adds a great amount of clarity to the way international business is done, and it also improves the speed at which business is done. This is all to the ultimate benefit of the consumer, which is what business, in terms of its search for profit, in terms of its social responsibility, is all about. Protectionism is a devil. It's bad for business, it's bad for the consumer, it's bad for growth, it's bad for prosperity, it's bad for development. It creates a negative downward spiral and cycle in the world economy. Usually it's a tit for tat, and everybody loses in the end. We need to drop trade barriers, we need to drop tariffs, we need to have an open economy, we need to have free markets, free enterprise, to the greatest extent possible. That really is the driver of economic prosperity. Protectionism is counter to growth. AI goes a long way in that direction, and the more objective we can be, the more information we can have, the more knowledge we have, the more knowledge that a negotiator has at his fingertips, the better he can be as a negotiator on behalf of his country and of his consumers, of his producers, of his industries. So knowledge is a gift. Knowledge is a tool that can be used for the benefit of all concerned. AI and blockchain have a very strong role for fair trade. They encourage fair trade, they make it more open, they make it more transparent. It is a key to prosperity. So AI, even as we know it now, let alone the potential that it has, and blockchain, even in its early stages of development, is something which can definitely be a great tool for prosperity. Governments need to be very aware and conscious of how this new technology develops. There is certainly a role for regulation, not prohibitive regulation, but regulation which allows and stimulates growth, at the same time making sure that the consumer is protected as well. ITTI is a great start. It's an initiative that I've been aware of for about the last year in its early stages when it was really more of a concept, and now that it takes on more tangible form. The International Tech and Trade Initiative is in a good place right now. It's at a good platform, and the sky's the limit.